Oh yeah, we're back on the old Ibex. It rained a little bit today, so this might be an interesting ride. Might be a little moody out where we're gonna go to. We're gonna go do what this bike was intended to do, and that's have fun. Meanwhile, we're also gonna be making fun of others. But that's also half the fun, right? It's all a joke. This is a comedy, kind of. Maybe a little informative. Well, welcome back to Garage Hooning, where today we're gonna take the old Ibex out. It's a little chilly. I don't know if you can see it right there. It's in the 60s today, low 60s, and it rained all day today, so it's kind of wet out. Little muddy, so we'll see how this goes. Well, you can probably already tell by the title and the thumbnail, but today we're going to be talking about how roll racing is stupid. Okay, specifically motorcycles. I've been seeing like a ton of this, and it just seems like it's all on the Instagram. It's just these guys building these lowered, stretched bikes, and they take a bunch of body panels off, or they've got an H2 and they brag about, oh, it's making 300 horsepower, blah blah blah. Hey, look at this. Roll racer's worst nightmare. Gravel and a turn. Oh god, it's a double whammy. Ooh, this is like, is this muddy? This might be, is it muddy? No, it's not bad. A little bit muddy, but woohoo! So yeah, like my Instagram is absolutely riddled with these guys that just take these bikes, they stretch them, they put these, like, I swear, like stretch swing arms look like the chintziest, cheapest made Chinese thing I've ever seen. It's like this little teeny tiny square tube. And like, it's meant to save weight. Okay, yeah. You know what bikes don't have stretch swing arms? You know what bikes don't have stretch swing arms? Now, granted, they got active suspension, but the fastest sport bikes in the world, MotoGP, they ain't got stretch swing arms. And those guys are cooking. They got more power than 90% of you guys going out and racing down the highway in the middle of the night. I'll put it up here, but I think those things are making like 300 horse, the MotoGP bikes. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Don't tell me you need to stretch your swing arm for you to do a 60 roll. This is like real slick right there. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Now, like there is absolutely no reason you need a stretch swing arm if you're doing 60 rolls. Like just manage the power. Don't even get me started about the guys that go and take their little plastic tank covers off so it exposes the tape around the intake. Like it's a stock intake box. All these guys do is they go on there and they take the covers off because they think it looks cool that it shows off the gold tape in there. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen this. Now, some of these guys, they do it for a real reason because they're putting an aftermarket tank in there. They put these little tiny 1-gallon tanks in there, which is dumb by itself. Yeah, like the whole point is these guys are going out on the highway and they're racing, and you know, you come across a cop, they just keep on going. They're gonna run from what are you gonna run from with a little 1-gallon tank on there, dude? You're gonna be running out of gas is what you're gonna be doing. But it's so like they've wrapped their intakes in that like gold tape because it helps with the heat on there, because there's so much heat that's on your intake as you're doing 150 miles an hour. You know, there's definitely not a bunch of air passing over it. Oh god, it's so dumb. It's just this giant Instagram culture. Ooh, this is loose. This is real loose. Loose and chatterbumpy. It's just the whole rear end just skates. Watch this. We're not going to gain any speed, but it's just going to light the tire up. Oh god. I don't care what you ride. This is the most fun you can have on a bike. Just going out and screwing around on dirt. Like, it's best damn bike I've ever bought. Best bike I've ever ridden. Oh, yes. Where were we? We were talking about the guys that do roll racing are just dumb. I'm definitely screwing up somebody's hunting time right now, but we're quiet. It's okay. We're gonna spook the deer to them. That's what's gonna happen. This is a cool area. Look at this nice little deep valley down through the woods. We're out exploring. And you know what? You know this is way cooler than going out and rolling down a highway in the middle of the night. You know how boring it is to ride down highways? Like, I get it, going fast is fun every now and then. I've got a sport bike, it's fun to go fast. Now, I don't like necessarily going fast. I like acceleration, okay? I like the, you know, getting up to speed very quickly. I don't like doing 150 miles an hour. We got a tree down over here. I know we got a skid plate on. I don't know how tall that is. I think it's good there. How heavy is this tree? Ooh. Ooh, that's a big tree. Is it heavy? Yeah, no, we're not moving that. We're not moving that, so we're going to go over it. Easy enough. Let's see someone do that on their sport bike. I love sport bikes. They're a ton of fun. I have mine. I'd refuse to get rid of it, but I am absolutely been blown away with how much fun you can have on something like this. I've owned it for 2 weeks now, and I've ridden it almost every day. Even the days that I've rode the Daytona out, I've taken this thing out afterwards. Cause I was like, all right, I want to go screw around. I don't know if that's just because it's still new to me, but my word, is this thing so much fun. I grown up, I always watched like Jake the Garden Snake, and he was always, you know, preaching how the lightweight dual sport is the best bike that you could ever buy. I wouldn't really call this a lightweight dual sport. It's more of a lightweight adventure bike. It's still kind of heavy when it comes to like being a dual sport. I know like the CRF 300L, that's like 100 pounds lighter than this. Now granted, it makes a little less power, but I wanted something I could do like maybe some touring on. I kind of wanted like a Swiss Army knife of bikes that I could do, but then also do stuff like this and not care too incredibly much how dirty it gets. And you know, I'll still take care of it, but I wanted to not worry. That's kind of why I went this route. You know, cheap bike, if I drop it, we get the cages on, then it won't be a big deal. I still have yet to get those in. But that's why I went with this route. But no, after owning this, I will preach till I'm blue in the face that this is the most fun category of bike that you can get. A lightweight dual sport where you can just go screw around and do whatever. Even in the city riding, man, this thing is so nimble side to side. You can just do whatever it is that you want to do whenever you want to do it. It gets, ooh, that's a big old hole right there. Full of water. Full of water. Let's keep going straight. Let's go this way. Oh, back to hating on roll racing, because like I said, my whole feed has just been full of these guys, and all they do is talk about like, oh, it's all tuned, it's got this much power, and yada 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 yada. You see them, they do the little strap thing and strap the front down. You're blowing your fork seals out. If you wanted to lower your front end, just buy rigid forks. Just buy rigid forks. And all of these guys look like absolute clowns compared to the guys that like drag race bikes professionally. These guys have purpose-built drag bikes that are doing in a quarter mile the same speed that these guys are hitting rolling down the highway. It really, to me, the whole roll racing scene is no different than takeovers. They're on the same level. They're both low life, same level. Now, if you want to go with your buddies and you're on the highway and you go, hey, let's just see, you know, whose bike's the fastest. That's totally different. If you're building a purpose-built bike just to go run down the highway and say, brag that I was the fastest 50 to 150 guy today, like what fun is that? You built a bike with a giant long swing arm, a little tiny gas tank. You removed half the bodywork, so you could save, like what, 50 pounds? You could take 50 pounds off it, and you're 50 pounds overweight. But you know what? We're gonna build this little lightweight bike. I wonder if we grab second. Can we spin up this whole hill here? Hold on. Ready? I think we can. Oh, I've been out here before. This is a really nice little road. I like it out here. It's quiet. It's peaceful. It's pretty. The countryside is quite pretty. But yeah, you got these guys. They're taking all this weight off their bike just so they can go fast. They're ruining a motorcycle. It's not a usable bike after that. It's just ruined. Like that's the matter of fact. And I see these guys that do all this weight reduction on these bikes, and they're taking like body panels off.
they're making the bike less aerodynamic, or they're putting those giant, ugly Busa front fenders on. Oh, this is a good time. This is such a good time. Going out and just spinning the tire up on this thing on dirt. It's so much fun. I really want to go do some trails. I did find some trails. We will be doing those soon. Hopefully this year. Hopefully the weather holds out and kind of permits it. But I want to get the cages and stuff on first, because I'm more than likely going to drop this thing. And I'd like to not, you know, completely butter up the fairings there. But like I said, do not idolize these guys, please. Please. If you have a 1000, just go out with your buddies and, you know, maybe do a pull here or there. Do not build a purpose-built bike to go out and do felony activities. You are on the same level as Takeover people. I'll say that to anybody. Your roll racing bikes, you might as well just be a stolen Hellcat doing donuts in an intersection. It's the same thing.
Real quick, how dirty is it? How are we? Dude, it's not even that muddy. I'm telling you, like, this tire really doesn't, like, fling stuff back up at you too bad. Front, a little dirty up there. A little dirty up front. Nothing a little power washing can't handle. But, yeah, thanks for checking out the video today, guys. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more of it, subscribe, because I'm going to be posting more. I really enjoy this. It's a good time. Yeah. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace out.